What up, nerds? New tier list going up right now because there have been many patches, bugs, buffs, and nerfs to many killers, and new killers have come out in the past couple months. So this has been a change. There have been minor changes to this list prior to the last one I released about a couple months ago. So I want to make this video quick. Not much has changed, just little nitpicks here and there. So let's just get right to it. S tier, I don't think much has changed. These are killers that are just 50-50 really. They're either they're just not fun to go against, but very fun to play as. But either way, if you're really good, the game's over in seconds. It's kind of the same with the A tier. However, like S tier, you know, the argument, there's not a lot of counterplay to these killers. Whereas in A tier, there's a lot more difficulty to like grasp the power of these killers. Like you really need to rely on your power to get downs very early into the game, and it won't be easy for a lot of people, except, you know, maybe Freddy. Freddy doesn't take rocket science how fucking rank 20 can get to rank 1 in about a day just playing nothing but Freddy. So that's the A tier. B tier, I think Demo in the last video was a C tier, maybe D tier. He's been put a little bit more up. He got a buff. I think his shred a little bit quicker. Don't quote me on that. But he is just so much more fun to go with, to play as and go against. I never have a bad time going against Demo, playing as him. I never have a bad time. You have to rely on your shred. His power is just so much fun to use, and it's just still, I don't want to say very 50-50. Like, you can win more games than you lose, but if not played right, you can lose a couple games. But then again, that's just any killer. And also added to the B tier is Wraith. People are saying that he's the new Freddy. He's not fun to play against. I disagree. I haven't had many difficulties playing against Wraith. Like, you know, I do win a couple games, and yeah, sure, I lose some, but then again, I lose a good amount of games with all these killers. He has that new ability where cloaked, he's a little bit more faster than he was originally, which I think is a big improvement. I think he's B tier. He's nothing overpowered. He's just mid. C tier, honestly, I see in C tier a lot of the killers I main. You have Ghostface there, you have Mikey, you have Pyramid Head. They're very fun. They're just, you know, very tedious. You know, you have to, they don't have an ability that's just an insta down. You have to really play the game and like hit. And that is why right there, as you can see, I have added Nemesis. He's also very fun. He's also, you know, he does have a lot of counterplay, honestly. Just, you know, take the vaccine, be careful of the zombies, and just avoid his whip and all at all times. Just don't take windows. Very similar to Pyramid Head. However, I would say Pyramid Head is a lot more fun. You do have a lot more value there. With Nemesis, you kind of have to hit 3 times, you know. The first time with your whip, and they get infected. The second time, it's an injure. Third time, it's a down. It's very tedious. It's a lot of hard work, honestly. I understand why people would want to just, you know, punch instead. It's a lot less work, but, you know, I think in the long run, you do get some value out of the whip, because, you know, people have to take the vaccine, and if there are no more vaccines on the map, then, you know, you get value from the infected. Plus also zombie RNG, which is really 50-50. You have to really hope at this corner the survivor doesn't hear the zombie and just gets thwacked to the ground. So that's that. He's very fun. I've had a lot of fun playing as Nemesis. I just think he's C tier. If you want to argue that with me, go right ahead. This is just my opinion. I'm more open for debates and arguments. Feel free. And in F tier, you have the usual Pig, Trapper, Legion, Clown. Twins, again, people would argue that there may be C or B tier. I just don't have any fun playing as them or going against them. And there you also have a Trickster, who, you know, I wouldn't understand why anyone would want to play Trickster. Again, I have no fun playing as him, going against him. Most Tricksters that I play against just lose. I just feel bad for them. It begs the question, why even play Trickster when you could just play Huntress? You get a lot more value. It's just 2 hits with your hatchets, and it's just so much more fun. I enjoy playing Huntress. I enjoy going against Huntress. It just begs the question. I just wouldn't get why someone would be masochistic and choose Trickster. I mean, I guess he's hot. Whatever. But yeah, that is my new updated list as of now. I'm open to opinions and arguments. Feel free. This isn't, you know, what I say goes. It's just my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much about it with this video. So that's the end.